Hello, welcome. I'm using the actual physical camera, which is Sony FX3, so you might be seeing better quality now. By the way, if you haven't heard this remix that we're going to talk about, the link is in the description. Go check it out if you like it, and then come back if you want to know more about this. Just a little bit background. How I discovered this track was through Instagram. I was just scrolling reels, as you do, and I came across this really cool, nice, spacey song. I got curious and I looked into it and who it was, and it was this Indian ethnicity singer called Akshara. So I listened to it and I was like, the first thing I thought, like, okay, cool, I do want to make a remix out of this, as I did, and yeah, the rest is history. And another reason is because my background is Indian. Something like this really appeals to me. It has Indian elements, it has singing in Hindi. So I digress, and let's get into the meat of it. This is how it's done. I'm just gonna sort of like randomly jump on between samples and stuff, and how the track starts is using this sort of Indian santoor sound, but this is how it sounds at the beginning. So I found both of these samples from Splice. I think Aro is the sample pack, the producer, and they've done such a phenomenal job. Like, the samples are such high quality. All of these are grouped, by the way. I just grouped all of them and put OTT, compressor, that's basically sidechain, and UFX reverb. I really like the ducking feature in this. Then there's the KHS delay. KHS, obviously, like, I've raved about them so much. And then all of that gets, becomes part of all the samples. And then there's the bassuri. Yeah, I'm not sure why I've got this. And then it goes into another bassuri. And then this area is where sort of the vocals come in a little bit. And then one more santoor. So that's just sort of gives you an idea of all the instruments I used for, well, instrument samples I used for the Indian sort of samples, basically. So here I've just repeated this. And then this just sort of keeps going until it goes up here. So I took out Ye Duniya Hai Meri, which just basically means it either means this world belongs to me or this is my world. I'm not sure what she meant to say, but yeah. And I think I put, yep, of course, I put reverb on that just to make it like a lot spacey. So this intro section, basically I've got, in the mellow section, I've got another atmosphere that I've got from Splice. And I've got pads made by Spire. And the automation. Very classic trance, obviously. And together it sounds like this. Then there's voice. And then when it comes up here, by the way, yes, if you've noticed, I've used Makeup and Vanity Set's memory cycle sample, because that's literally what the ARP in memory cycle is. I'm not sure if I'm going to get in trouble for this or not. And the pitch, to match the pitch, is set to +11 because it matches the song. And I thought that was really fitting. And then it goes into like a Reese bass, very lightweight, but it's there. Day away, I work till late. I eat alone at restaurants
tell you what form that takes. I watch, stay patient, underrated. You don't recognize me now, you will one day, just wait.
So this area, like the energy sort of rises up. Very important to do that, because this area sort of paves the way for like a basic foundation that she's singing. And this kind of gets into the chorus, if you think of it that way.
You don't recognize me now, you will one day, just wait.
And then it sort of falls back down. So it kind of goes back, and the santur just sort of repeats, really. Yep, and then it side chains because that's the chorus, the first chorus. And if you've noticed here in the drums, I've got two samples. So the tabla fill, basically. And because this area is very small, I needed it to be filled with something else, so I use these. So this is just repeated just twice, basically, so that fills this area and it doesn't sound like too empty, basically. And then that's when the chorus starts. Okay, let's start from drums, just very, very basic. Very nice classic clap, like a plumpy kick sound, equalizer, OTT, catches transient, again, one of my favorites. Drum loop, claps, I think, or hi-hat, sorry. And then these atmosphere samples just repeat again. By the way, one thing I forgot to mention was this sample here. Here it has the bass line in it, and this what gives it the Reese-ish. I'm not sure if it's Reese or not, but it gets high passed up here in the. Oh, it's not even high pass. I've used it in an equalizer instead of using the high pass, which is basically the same thing. And then it just goes. So it just leaves the atmosphere and it doesn't interfere with the bass line. Speaking of bass line. Again, this I found in Splice as like an underlaying for like sort of the high side of it. And because I've deleted the lower side of it, I've carved space for a low bass line using Spire. I'm not sure what that is, but yeah. And that's just sort of basically the whole thing. Sidechained, of course. Oh, and one more thing. The pads, the sound of the pads changes from here to here. Very subtle, but they're different presets that I use because I feel like this was just fitting well with the chorus, whereas this worked well with the intro. And then with the chorus, there's this sort of stabby, this like playful stabby sounds. So just very basic processing. I think I deleted. I should delete this because we don't need so much reverb. This is not shoegaze. And as it goes into it, there's another this synth that plays. And of course, it's like a looped sample that I got from Splice. It sounds like this snare roll coming in the background, but it's not. It's just basically like a lot of noise added into it, which I can't subtract. I guess I could just turn this down, but it takes away from like the treble of it all. And then there's the verse. It has piano stabs. And this is what it sounds like in the verse too.
I can really get away from you if you spend your time trying to wait. Come
then there's this nice pluck that comes in. It's filtered and it's automated. Wrapped to beats. And then it sort of crashes from here. You can see the pads going down. And then I wanted to include more of the sitar, just sort of, repeating, so bringing back the elements that I used in the intro, and then bringing them back into the breakdown. To sort of keep it cohesive, basically. And then the basuri. And then chorus again. Okay, so you heard this pluck loop before. What I did was I created another one. Very famous Spire sound. Backstage, I think a lot of people that use Spire sort of know this. This comes with the one of the default sounds. And then sort of it repeats with the stabs and the plucky stabs and the piano stabs. And then this is once again the chorus too. Because this bass in this area, this will not have any bass line. The parameter in the equalizer is going to sort of remove the bass lines in the lower frequencies. And then because this is ending here, we're going to bring back the lower frequencies back into this, which I consider like the Reese area. And then it comes back. And then it comes back down here. And that's the breakdown. And the pads also fade out. Again, the sitar, both of the sitars are sort of like repeated here to sort of, I don't know, make it symmetrical-ish. Whatever was repeated, whatever was played in the start, in the intro, gets repeated. And then just here, it's Ye Duniya Hai Meri. The vocals, they get repeated and then it gets faded out. And that concludes it. I hope you learned something from this. And if you like these kind of videos, please let me know, because I've planned on doing a lot of the breakdowns of my own remixes, but also of famous, tracks, existing tracks as well. I hope you're enjoying this. I'm taking this a lot more serious now, and there will be more videos back to back. And as always, thanks for watching, and any kind of links are in the description, and I will see you in the next one. Be seeing ya.